Calaroga Shark Media.
Hi there, I'm Johnny Mac with your daily comedy news. The Golden Globes airs on CBS Sunday night at 8 p.m. Your host is Nikki Glaser. Nikki got a flowing cover piece from The Hollywood Reporter. They asked Nikki, what's the most interesting or surprising feedback you've gotten in the year since you first hosted? Nikki said that it was all positive. It kind of tripped me up. Usually you do something, there's a couple people who don't like what you did or a couple flaws they could find, and it was universally appreciated and well-reviewed. I'm not used to that. I don't like that. It only sets me up for failure. She's going to have a great weekend, huge weekend. And I avoid watching it again because I lived it, but I just went back and watched it 2 days ago to remind myself of what I like, what I didn't like. Well, damn, I kind of nailed it. It scares me because that was kind of lightning in a bottle. I got really lucky with some of the nominees. Everything worked out, so it's a high bar. I'm kind of screwed. Now, she was almost immediately renewed. The Hollywood Reporter was curious, when did she first write down an idea of something she might include this year? Nikki said, honestly, I didn't allow myself until December 1st. I taped my special at the end of October. Then I went right into SNL after I needed to take the month off and just breathe. December 1st, right after Thanksgiving, we got right into it. The nominees don't come out until December 8th, so that's when you really get cooking. She talked about her SNL hosting gig and said what was remarkable to me is that they treat each show like it's the 50th anniversary. I felt like everybody was excited as I am. And what I learned from how I usually do things is that I had to let go a lot. I had to realize I don't know better than any of these people and I can suggest things, but in the end, just let go and don't be scared to be foolish. So much of stand-up is looking cool and being yourself. I don't get too much into characters and making myself look silly, and I felt like that was a really great opportunity to try stuff I hadn't done before and admit that I'm kind of a novice in this world, and that's okay, and I can't wait to do it again. I don't know if she's going to get invited back. We talked about in the good nights, it seemed like the cast, none of them walked up to her, and that led to me and some of the listeners analyzing the good nights every week, and some of the other guest hosts got a lot of hugs, and it just seemed like they iced Nikki. I wasn't in the room, don't know what's going on, but someone had picked up on that and put it in my brain, and then I went back and looked at the clip, and I was like, yeah. Nikki talked about imposter syndrome being embedded in her soul. I think more people should have it, though. We've all been so lucky. Anyone who's made a career in this has made an extreme amount of luck just knowing the right people. Let's say that 50 times. Just knowing the right people. For anybody trying to get into this, just knowing the right people. That's what matters. Get the right agent. Impressing the right people, making a good impression in a moment where they didn't know it mattered. So instead of thinking, I don't deserve this, I'm trying to turn my imposter syndrome into, I'm so grateful this is my life. I just watched this clip of Ricky Gervais. He wanted to remind himself he's like the court jester. The court jester is allowed to make fun of the king and queen because he's so clearly not the king and queen, and they know he's not. He's one of the plebes. It's good to know I'm not one of these A-listers, and I don't feel like I'm one of them. That gives me license to make fun of them a little bit more. The Hollywood Reporter said, didn't they execute court jesters? Nikki said, I look forward to that. Die young, as long as I look good with my head rolling down the whatever. The Hollywood Reporter asked her about her homework. Have you watched everything? Nikki said, you can't watch everything, and you certainly can't listen to all the podcasts. It's like 6 podcasts. You can listen to 6 podcasts. Then the Hollywood Reporter spoiled one of the movies that I haven't seen yet. Why would you do that? I'm not going to spoil it for you. You're safe. But they just blatantly threw a spoiler in the middle of this article. What are you doing? The article's not about the movie, so it's not like I clicked on an article about the movie. They're talking about the Golden Globes and one of the nominated movies, and they threw out a major spoiler. What are you doing? Come on, stupid Hollywood Reporter, jerks. They talked about the erosion of the monoculture. Nikki said, people don't know what the hell Jay Kelly is. They know George Clooney, so you wind up making a lot of jokes about the advertisements and the endorsements these people do. People might not know Kevin Hart's special, but they know he's talking about DraftKings. You have to find what everybody knows. Honestly, there isn't anything that everyone watches. There was Wicked last year. Wicked for good, not as many people saw, so there's not as much to say about it. I did a Venezuela reference at a show last night, and half the crowd's like, what does that mean? It's not showing up. People aren't even getting news, man. It's depressing. Parade asked Nikki Glaser, when you're doing your monologue, how do you toe the line between roasting and toasting? I see what you did there. Nikki said the most delicate balance to strike is giving the audience at home what they want, which is seeing celebrities get taken down a couple notches. But people sign up for roasts, and they're asking for it. This is not a roast. I want these stars to feel safe and appreciated. A lot of the jokes I want to do will be on the cutting room floor. Parade asked her, what's up with the new podcast category? Nikki said, I love podcasts. I owe a lot to podcasts, but it's a shock that, we're honoring podcasts before documentaries. I'm excited for next year's YouTube nominees being Best Mukbang. Now, I had to look up Mukbang. Maybe I'm the last one to know about this, but I Googled and I'm told mukbang is a popular online trend originating in South Korea where a host eats large quantities of food on camera, often interacting with a live audience, combining eating with entertainment social connection, and sometimes these video broadcasts feature hosts consuming everything from spicy noodles and pizza to seafood boils, either pre-recorded or live on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. Any parting words, Nikki? She said, watch the Golden Globes. I'm going to need the audience at home to laugh because the audience in the room might not get some of the jokes. Yeah, I mean, if Taylor Swift's there, stay away. That's all I'm going to say. The woman cannot take a joke. The Golden Globes air on CBS from 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern. Johnny Mac will be double screening because there's a football playoff game. And then probably around halftime, I'll come here into the studio and record Monday's podcast for you. Monday morning will be a recap of the Golden Globes. Monday at noon will be the kickoff of week 2 of Comedy Survivor. Some comedy-related nominees for the Golden Globes. Best Special, Ricky Gervais' Mortality. Bill Maher, Is Anyone Else Seeing This? Brett Goldstein, The Second Best Night of Your Life. Kevin Hart's Acting My Age. Sarah Silverman's Post-Mortem. And Kumail Nanjiani's Night Thoughts. Now, out of those, I have Kevin Hart as my number 2 special of 2025, but I want to give the award to Sarah Silverman's Post-Mortem. I think from an award standpoint, that is the best one. The nominees for Best Podcast, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, Call Her Daddy, Good Hang with Amy Poehler, Slam Dunk. Amy, you might as well start walking up to the stage now. The Mel Robbins Podcast, Smartless, and Up First. Celebrity presenters this year include George Clooney. He's in that Jay Kelly movie with Adam Sandler, the great dramatic actor. I hope Adam cleans up. Jennifer Garner, Judd Apatow, Julia Roberts, Catherine Hahn, Keegan-Michael Key from the MacPack, Kevin Bacon, Kevin Hart. He's just back from the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Miley Cyrus, I'm not reading everybody. Snoop Dogg, Wanda Sykes, Will Arnett, Zoe Kravitz. If you are a winner or a presenter at the Golden Globes, you get a swag bag. The Rob Report curates these and calls them the ultimate gift bag. Last year, people got things like a 5-day yacht charter through the Coral Triangle in Indonesia, as well as a Nordic Track treadmill worth $15,000. Does anybody have the clip from George Carlin saying it's a big club and you ain't in it? So while all these celebrities are up there acting like they're just normal folks like you and I, yeah, let me know when you win a 5-day yacht charter through the Coral Triangle. One participant received a wine tasting and dinner experience in Bordeaux, France, valued at $272,000. This year, your bag is an Atlas Bespoke Signature Duffel Bag. The bag comes with the Ultimate Gift Book, which helps recipients review and select offerings tailored to their personal interests. Jeez, this is a whole other world. All right, some of the things you can get. A Beau Domain skincare set that runs you $273. Well, it doesn't run you anything. You just get to click a box and you get this. The Cell Cosmet skincare set valued at $445. Current Body Skin LED hair growth helmet valued at $860. Which celebrity's going to go, yeah, I could use some help with my hair? The Elysium Health 1-year basis supplement subscription valued at $480. One scent of choice from Perfume Head valued at $615. A Sotheby's by Bernardo Porcelain La Creme, I'm sure I pronounced that right, valued at $640. The Tronc Luxury Spa Box, leave it in, $465. The Signet 22 and 77 bottle set with Martini and Rocks glasses, $500. So far, the only things I'm interested in are the yacht and the treadmill. I don't want any of those other things. Oh, here's another yacht. I spoke too soon. The Celestia Finci 5-day luxury yacht charter through Indonesia, valued at $60,000. I'll take that, please. Now, this next list are offered to some winners and presenters. Now, I wonder how that works. Are they like, all right, who won? George Clooney. Okay, so offer George Clooney the Casa Bellamar Beach Fun Via stay at San Jose del Cabo, Mexico. That's valued at $25,000. That'll go to 5 recipients. Okay, who won Best Podcast? Oh, it's the guys from Up First. Yeah, let's not invite them to hang out with George Clooney at Casa Bellamar. Give them some of the perfume. Like, is that how this works? That has to be how this works, right? 3 recipients will get the Conrad Co. Samui Royal Via Stay. Hey, should we invite the Up First guys? Why don't you invite Justin Bateman? Oh, okay. How about the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island Ocean Pavilion Stay? 5 recipients will get that. That's valued $70,000. I was thinking of giving that to the guys from Up First. Should we invite? No. Why don't you invite Sandler to that one? Oh, okay. The Conrad Singapore Orchard Premium Suite Stay. Valued at $12,000. 3 recipients get that. How about we hook up the Up First guys with that? Should we get it? Nah. Why don't you see if Amy Poehler wants to do that? Oh, okay. The Flock Hill Rokai Minaret New Zealand Luxury Lodge stay goes to 1 recipient, $31,307. I like how they rounded that off. Should we get that to the Up First guys? Nah, because, we only have 1 and they're a whole team, so let's not offend them. Oh, there's more. The Foley Entertainment Group New Zealand Estate Stay and Private Winemaker Dinner. 20 recipients. That's valued at $14,450. Now, how does this work? Do we all go to the after party and it's like, hey, what did you get in your bag? And you're like, oh, I got the Mandapa Ritz-Carlton Reserve in Bali. I heard 3 of us got that. It's valued at $5,800. How about you? Oh, yeah, I got the Natur Hotel in Austria. 5 of us got that for $11,500. How about you, Johnny Mac? I got a rock. Like, is that how this works? Hey, up first, guys. Oh, yeah, I got some perfume. Oh, yeah, I got that too. But I also got the Rob Report 2027 vehicle test drive at the Concourse Club. 1 recipient got that, and that was me. That's valued at $31,400. I mean, listen to this. Do you hear how out of touch any of this is? So when you're watching the Golden Globes Sunday night and you think any of these people are normal, they're not. This is what they're doing. They're getting a bag. And 1 recipient's bag will have the Round Hill Hotel and Via Stay in Jamaica valued at $30,000. And 6 other people will have the Reserve at Grace Bay Beachfront Via in Turks and Caicos, valued at $50,000. How long have I been reading this list? This is insane. Oh my God, I'm scrolling down. I can't even continue this bit. There's so many. Here, I'm going to fly through it. Bali Panoramic View, Waldorf Astoria Bangkok, Waldorf Astoria Maldives, behind the scenes WEC race access and private jet incentive. A Dog Pound private gym rental experience, $7,500. Gee, thanks for the bag. The Wellness Spell Time Together massage experience, 25 recipients, $480. Hey, guys from Up First, enjoy your massage. The Masson Devereaux Golden Circle annual membership and hair care set, $21,000 for 3 recipients. The Rob Report Re-Well Wellness Retreat passes go to 2 people for $20,000. 672 Napa Valley Wine Club membership, $300. Hey, Up First, guys, here you go. Thanks for coming. Sorry you lost Amy Poehler. The Isle of Harris Distillery 6-bottle whiskey case. Jim Gaffigan, here you go. It's worth $10.80. 35 people getting that one. Lieber Pater 9 ultra-rare bottles of French wine. 1 recipient. It's valued at $210,000. Here you go, Mr. Clooney. Another Bordeaux. Some more alcohol. Jeez. Okay, boy. Now, if you're feeling left out, Nobu is giving fans a chance to feel like one of these elitist Hollywood people with their Golden Globes-inspired menu. For a limited time, you, regular folk who listen to a podcast by a guy wearing sweatpants in the basement, you, why am I picking on you? You're nice. You listen to me. You can get a golden yuzu lobster dish at Matsusisha, Nobu Los Angeles, and Nobu Malibu. The dish was created in conjunction with the Golden Globes Awards show and is designed to give guests a taste of what it's like to attend the Golden Globes. Can you throw in a 6-day yacht cruise so I could really know what it's like? Now the Golden Yuzu Lobster will run you $83. The sautéed lobster and asparagus is topped with a yuzu sauce and golden flakes to give it that Hollywood glam look. If you're a lobster fan, you'll devour this dish. The review I'm skimming off says it was light and refreshing, being just the right amount of filling and flavorful. Sure, it's pricey, but it's a treat-yourself kind of meal that's worth the splurge. If you love getting into the hype of awards season, I'll take the 6-day cruise. Now, if you want to eat the same meal as these Hollywood fancy people, there's a limited time to-go menu at Nobu 57 and Nobu downtown in New York, as well as Nobu Malibu and Nobu LA. Now, the offering is only available this weekend, so get moving. Now, notice it's to-go. We don't need riffraff like you sitting at Nobu with George Clooney and Adam Sandler. You get out. You can get yours to go, and your to-go plate includes everything that's on the actual plate that's served to real celebrities. That includes Nobu's signature yellowtail with jalapeno, a caviar cup, and lobster salad with spicy lemon dressing. The Golden Globes to-go menu is priced at $125. It's a menu you'd expect the White Lotus cast to be eating. The Golden Globes, tomorrow night on CBS. Tomorrow on this very program, Mike Chisholm and I will discuss some comedy topics. It's a rather long episode, more like in the 45-minute range, but we'll be doing that on the weekends in January. All right, enjoy the Golden Globes. I do think Nikki Glaser is going to have a big night, but when you're watching the show, think about those bags, all right? Just think about it. Think about what's really going on. See you tomorrow.